Again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are the living history staff here at the Alamo, and we're going to cover the weapons that you would have seen used in this siege and battle. Now, you had several types of firearms that were used here. You had rifles, muskets, shotguns, and artillery, but we're focusing on the primary weapon you would have seen used here, and that is the smoothbore musket. Now, this is a soldier's weapon. Now, if any man were to join the regular army at that period, and he's placed in line infantry, this is the weapon he will be issued. These are what we call smoothbore, flintlock, muzzle-loading firearms. Well, what does that stuff mean? Well, flintlock, that is the ignition system that fires the weapon off. You've got a piece of flint held in the jaws of the cock that strikes a piece of steel called a prism. It actually scrapes it open, creating a spark, and that's what fires the weapon. Now, the thing is you have to rely on the bore of the barrel to load the firearm. So these things take a little bit of time to load. Go straight and give us a greater range. Now, the more common type of rifle you'll see on the frontier is the civilian hunting rifle. Now, it's commonly known as a long rifle. And those have a range between 300 and 400 yards. Okay, they were very accurate. And that would be the type of weapon Colonel Crockett would have had with him. Men coming here from Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia that are coming to help in this war, and men living out here because it was a hunting firearm. Okay, now the problem though with any weapon is loading. As I mentioned before, everything is muzzle loaded, so powder ball have to be pushed down the barrel. Well, with a rifled firearm, because of the rifle length, the bore of the weapon, it's really hard pushing the ball down the barrel. In fact, you have to pound it in. So loading a rifle can take up to a minute to load one shot. And that's the downside of rifled weapons. They take way too long to load. But the upside is its accuracy and range. Okay? Now the soldier's weapon, the musket, is not rifled. Okay? So again, the barrel of this weapon is a pipe, basically. Now if you shoot an unpatched ball out of a smoothbore weapon, the ball is actually going to rattle down the barrel. Whatever end it strikes on the muzzle as it comes out, the ball's going to go the opposite direction. So to prevent that, soldiers would be issued paper cartridges. So this has the ball and gunpowder rolled up. This was the most common way of carrying the weapon on the march. And if you are infantry in the line, the weapon goes on the left shoulder. Now we're going to tell the men to load in 12 times. Load. Open, pan. Handle, cartridge. Now, as I said before, the cartridge is a paper tube. It has ball and powder rolled up in it, so it's all there. Now, these are crimped over. The only way we can open it is to tear cartridge. So bite off the end of it, spit it out, and prime. So we're going to pour gunpowder into the priming pan. But then I'm going to tell them to shut the pan and cast about. Charge cartridge. They're going to pour that remaining gunpowder down the barrel. And with the ball and the paper, they wad it up and stuff it into the muzzle. Now we've got to drive it to the breech. We'll tell them to draw ramrod. And ram cartridge. So they sling it in, pack it tight, return ramrod. Shoulder, arms. They bring the weapon to the left shoulder, which then tells the officer that they're loaded and ready to go. And the quickest time on the field, this must be done in 20 seconds. Now, it can be difficult because you are being shot at. Now, when we see them at that left shoulder, we know the last two commands of ready, aim, and boom. Shoulder, arm. We go to the shoulder, and we do it all over. Now, this man over here, this is our drummer. Okay, he is very important. And he's not just used to keep them in cadence during the march, but he's used on the battlefield because it can be so loud with muskets, rifles, artillery going on. The men at the end of the line cannot hear the commands, but they can hear that drum. So he is relaying the commands to the men in the line. Now we're going to fire 3 volleys. The first shot will be done in the 12-step. The last 2 will be done in the quickest time by the drum. So again, folks, it's going to be a little loud. If you have sensitive hearing, please cover the ears.
Actually, I know someone who would love this. I'm joking.
Dapat eh.
Actually, no, never mind.
Squad.
Oh, they're all good.
Unfix.
Ahí me lo mandas,
bayonets.
sí.
Shoulder. Arms. Squad. Load in 12 times. Load. Open. Hand. Handle. Cartridge. Tear. Cartridge. Prime. Shut pan. Cast about. Charge cartridge. Draw ramrod. Ram cartridge. Return ramrod. Shoulder, arms. Prepare to fire. Ready. Hey. Fire.
Mamma mia.
That thing touched my feet.
Arm. Order. Arm. Spring rammer. Shoulder. Arm. Cover. Arms. Ease. Spring.
Todo en San Antonio,
Right.
Texas.
Face. Dodge. Arms. Squad. Dismiss. Huzzah!
Bye. Este video va por las historias de mi vida 90. Bye bye.